another disappointing season, Jack, for my team coming to the end. But the one thing I have to do, Jack, is appreciate what we're seeing right now. We've seen it under Sir Alex Ferguson, the dominance there, and we're seeing the same dominance occur with Pep Guardiola in this Manchester City team. They're now on course to win 5 Premier League titles, Jack, in 6 seasons. You
Yeah,
know,
insane.
they're going to be the first team since Manchester United, in from 2007 to 2008, who win 3 Premier League titles in a row. I think United did it 3 times, and now they're going to be the only team to join Manchester United and win 3 Premier League titles in a row. And it just keeps on going and keeps on going. But the one thing with it, before I get into what I'm going to say, when Pep Guardiola first came into the Premier League, the biggest thing what people said was that, oh, his style won't work in the Premier League. This tippy tapper stuff won't work. He needs to learn how to get the second balls, all this sort of stuff there. First season
Win,
shows
win
he didn't,
headers, James.
no,
Win
he win
challenges.
headers. He finished third. Premier League is too fast, too strong for him. He can't cut it in the Premier League. Take that ticky taka stuff out of here. We need the
Richard
hard
Dunn, he's going to
yards,
stop everything.
passion and aggression. And this guy said, you know what, just give me a season. And he's messed up the whole thing, the whole formula. He got
Yeah.
managers who usually go long. He got them playing out from the back. He is him. Guardiola is him. But as I mentioned, 5 out of the last 6 Premier League titles. But Jack, what I was gonna say to you is the Premier League kind of becoming, a farmers league in a way. A Bundesliga type a PSG. To be fair, PSG have lost of a few titles here and there. But is Premier League becoming predictable, Jack? It just seems every single year right now by one team going off. Liverpool got 99 points, and when you look at the records that Liverpool broke that year, I think we were the fastest team to win the Premier League most wins into to a certain point. They like most wins leading to the Premier League title. They had an incredible year, and that seems what it takes to beat a Pep Guardiola team right now. Is there end to this dominance, Jack? And what are we going to do to get this man out of here, Jack?
I know. Well, it does feel that way at the moment. And again, we've talked about this, haven't we, mate? Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, hey, the Champions League, man, I'm sure that was worth its weight in gold. But how great and brilliant this Liverpool team have been. They got 1 Premier League title. Is that a dynasty? Is that a great team? I'm going to say probably not. And I know that's probably not going to be nice for Liverpool fans to hear. But I mean, not ideal, really, is it? And also, James, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that the COVID year? Yeah,
Yeah,
20,
but yeah,
the 2020,
but Jack, the one thing I'll say about that year is that people say about the COVID year, Liverpool won the league before COVID struck. At Christmas the league was done, Jack.
But my point is the trophy celebration and the whole thing. It wasn't what it probably should have been or could have been. So it probably really didn't feel like much of a Premier League victory. Although their name's on the trophy, it probably didn't feel much like it. But anyway, back to Pep. James, you know what I'm going to say here. The guy knows how to do more with more. That's never been any doubt at all. If you give Pep clay, he's the best artist out there, right? If you give him enough clay,
he can make the best. Jack.
But it's true. He can make the best thing you've ever seen, right? He's the most skilled artist out there. But my thing is, and this is always going to be my criticism of him as a manager, if you don't give him fine, high quality, lots of clay, is he capable of still doing the same kind of work? I'm going to say probably not. That's the one dent for me, for him as a manager. Can Pep find a team in League Two that is the 12th most funded team in League Two, and can he take them to win a league? I think it requires a different kind of skill set, which we've never seen from him. I don't know if he's necessarily capable of that. That's why in the all-time conversation, he loses a couple points from me. Again, at the top of the top, if you're dealing with, and I think we even used this example recently, James, if you're talking about the World 11 and we're fighting, we're playing a football match against the best team Mars has to offer, my manager in the history of football is going to be Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola has the best talent to work with, he's going to get the most out of them. That's what he's amazing at. The Premier League is in a period of transition at the moment, right? I think we both know that. Manchester United might be owned by Qataris soon. Newcastle is owned by Saudi Arabians, right? We're seeing lots of American ownership come in as well, money flooding in, what Todd Bowley's done this season as well. I do think that this will end at some point. Will it be next year? I'm going to say probably not. Will it be the year after? Again, it might be close, but probably not. I think in about 3 years' time, right, we may have a competitive Newcastle United, depending what happens with the ownership for Manchester United. Maybe Manchester United, maybe Chelsea, maybe Arsenal push on, and we can go from there. I do think it is quietly disrespectful to refer to them as a Juventus from the teenies, right, in Serie A, or a Bayern Munich in Germany. But again, to your point, 5 titles in 6 years doesn't sound super competitive to me, does it? So again, you might be right. He's and James, let's not get it twisted. He's amazing, and this Man City team have been amazing.
Jack, listen, this guy's turning it into this the Premier League into an absolute joke. You know, the fact that you're talking about maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe like maybe
I
five, it
could have
just
just kept
shows
going.
you how much this guy has the Premier League in an absolute chokehold. Now,
Right.
Guardiola likes records. Yeah, he's gonna get his third this season. If he can get four straight,
Well,
That has never been done in the Premier League. I think that didn't happen in La Liga too. Four straight in the Premier League, Jack. We're talking something major. You mentioned Jack transition. And I hate that word because to
I
me,
know, I know.
it's an
But from
excuse.
from an ownership point of
Yeah,
view, across
yeah.
all the teams, we are seeing something a little different. It's not been like this before. I will say that.
But the one thing, Jack, I would say about the so-called transition, we said it. Man City, were in transition, bringing in Erling Haaland. How are they going to fare with him? Is he is he an issue in the team? And Guardiola don't care. This guy is a maniac. This guy is a sicko. Yeah, you look at Klopp and like they have these dip seasons. You know, you question Klopp. You can't question Pep Guardiola because
No,
every single year he finds a way
consistent.
to refresh his team, to motivate his team, to ask for more from his team, and get the absolute best out of his team. It must be so difficult to play under him because he asks for so much. You cannot have a bad session. Forget about a bad game or a bad season. You can't have a bad session on the Pep Guardiola. And it just seems at this moment in time, if he's there, ain't no one stopping him. And Jack, it might take a team up of, way how Kevin Durant had to join the Warriors. We might have to see that Arsenal and Liverpool, and we'll have to gang up on Manchester City because
Well, James,
Jack,
it brings me on to my point, right? And again, this is what we kind of talked about. And again, between you and me, just between us girls, next year I'm probably going to pick Man City to win the league, right? Okay, I don't think I'm blowing the doors off and shocking anybody there, but I want to just float, a few things at you. Harry Kane is likely, you'd imagine, to leave Spurs this summer. His likely destination is Manchester United. Harry Kane this season has played 36 games, he has 27 goals. Manchester United don't really have a recognised number nine, out and out number nine. Marcus Rashford's been great. Casemiro's been great. Eric Ten Hag is the most successful Manchester United manager in his first season ever. How much of a game changer is that? Does Erling Haaland potentially have a rival for the Golden Boot? Probably not. But is Kane going to get his numbers at this Manchester United Eric Ten Hag team? Yes. Is that going to be good enough? Are they going to be defensively solid? Blah, blah, blah. Newcastle United and their spending capacity, the allure of Champions League football. James, a guy I know you're very fond of, Neymar. I'm just going to throw this out there. Is Neymar potentially capable of going to Newcastle United, earning loads of money and proving a few people wrong? Neymar at Newcastle United changes things in a big way in how we respect that Newcastle United team. Again, all I'm trying to do is shine a little bit of light here and there on some potential pieces of optimism for the Premier League. I still think it's competitive. I still do. We saw what Arsenal did for large parts of this year. They're going to strengthen in the summer as well, right? Liverpool, will they be back? Chelsea have spent loads of money. I don't think we're having the same kind of conversations around Serie A from the teens, right? From Germany forever, from France, right? It's still in the balance. There's a clear favourite, but it's still kind of in the balance.
Jack, I get it. All these guys are cool. Neymar comes to Premier League, love it. Kane gone Manchester United, cool. Arsenal bringing in players, cool. But if Real Madrid 2012, Barcelona 2011, Juventus in any one of them Serie A seasons come to the Premier League, then like they have a chance. But if this bald guy is here and he is and like he's the manager of Manchester City, good Lord, I pray for every Premier League team out there.
And James, why would he
Ain't
leave?
no one stopping him.
Why would he leave too?
Listen, maybe Pep if you do want to leave, please, 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 please go and give everybody a chance, Pep. Because
Yeah,
listen, you know what? We might need to bring Sir Alex Ferguson back. That might be our only hope. Fergie,
right.
if you can, if you
Yeah,
got one more bit of gum left in you, if you can bring Rooney, Ronaldo, to
yeah.
bring them all in the time machine. We
Get
need
Wenger
some.
as his
Listen,
assistant.
bring Wenger and the Invincibles back too, Jack. I don't know what we're gonna do, but
Right.
we need to stop this guy. We need to stop Pep and Manchester City because it's 7, Jack, right now. Manchester United, Jack, are on 13 Premier League titles. Are you trying to tell me if Pep Guardiola stays another 10 years that he won't break that record?
Well, and again, and let's be clear as well. When I say like, why would he leave? Is he going to take the PSG job? It seems like a bit of a risk to me if he takes that job, because if he's not a success there, I feel like that'll be largely talked about quite a lot. If he goes to Italy, right, you'd imagine he'd have wanted to be a dominant kind of Juventus type team. Well, Juventus aren't that dominant anymore. Would he take a risk on one of the Milan teams, right, on a Roma, right, on Napoli if they keep their current stars? Probably not. He's probably not going to manage Spain because he's a very, very proud Catalonian, right? So again, maybe he goes back to Barcelona at some point. But if I'm Pep Guardiola, I have the money that I want to have. I'm happy with my life. I'm successful. I'm respected. Da da da. All this kind of stuff. Maybe he's just happy doing a Sir Alex Ferguson and just changing the Premier League. And James, maybe doing it better than Ferguson ever could have had if he stays long enough.
Jack said it right there, guys. Let us know. Does Pep Guardiola turn the Premier League into a Farmers League? And does he have any competitor who can stop him? Let us know. Comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And Sammy, I know you want to hear. I know you're gonna watch this. Let me know what you think, because he's the biggest Pep lover. Comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time.